Welcome back, sports fans from around the world. I'm Derek Howard with Game Time Streaming alongside Lucas Verway. Lucas, how's it going?
Pretty good, Derek. Boy, oh boy, do we have a banger today. Lance and Don, Danny and Griff. It don't get much better than this at Game Time Streaming, does it, Derek?
It sure does, and I made a post about it earlier, and pressure's on Griff. Definitely brought Danny down into this Division 2, and I think he's the deciding person, to be honest with you, Lucas. And this is a race to 8. You can see the format on top, and we do have some singles, and we have some frees at the end. Those last 501s are frees, so if we get that far, we love the freeze rule around here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting match with getting down to that freeze rule, but this could have the possibility we could get there, and this has the possibility to go the other way as well. And that's the beauty of darts. We never know which side of the game is going to show up first, but I don't know about you. Let's get it rolling, Derek.
Yep, this is loser start, and we're going to go ahead and flip that diddle light on, and let's see what they got.
So, in the chat, Mr. Ron Otto, good to see ya. Mr. Bowling, always good to see you. Terrence, hope to see you tonight at Goodrich. Mr. Downey, William Stanley, I know I'll see you. Kim Wallace, give a hug to Katie for me. I haven't seen her in a while. Tell her I miss her. Danny with the double bowl here. Start for Diddle. Just a little bit short for Lance. So we got Danny and Griff starting out the fun. Here we go. Remember, this is 701, open in, open out, Fat Bull. Diddley, I see you in the chat. It's good to see you that you're joining here. Danny and Griff are going to start this. Get ready for fireworks. With 3 of these players in Griff, that bull is going to be hit pretty hard. And right off the bat, we got one just a little bit outside. And, you know, good start there, Derek, but Lance is up. This is going to be, you know, big darts right here.
Griff making a statement, Lucas.
Definitely, that's the way to start right there. And, you know, good darts there, Griff. And yeah, Nick, we don't want Griff in the lattice down either. Don up, you know, cooking here. Looks like a ton. Just right on cue. So we got 3 out of 4 getting the tons. You know, just like we said, we're going to have the fireworks here. But, you know, it's still early, Derek. You know, it's not too far out of reach yet. But if someone starts getting hot, it's going to change the course of this game right away.
Danny did win the Michigan Division I state championship last year, which is a hot bull format. So definitely one of the top shooters on the bullseye in the state, and he's going to show you why. And then Lance won Game Time Streaming Singles Division II, which is an open bowl format, and he's going to show you why. So just absolute fire teams here.
Oh, absolutely, and you couldn't have said it better. Lance was subbing on Danny's team a couple weeks ago at the Goodrich League Wednesday night, and it was just fire, Derek. They just shot fire and just showed why that they're a couple of the top players. Don filling in with another ton. You know, this match is going just about the way that I thought it would. Just waiting for Danny to start doing Danny things, and he's starting to get warm. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bring it up, Derek.
Yeah, they're going to be hitting back and forth at each other, but it's the outs that are going to make the make or break these guys. Got to hit your outs because, let's face it, they're both going to get down there real quick. And Don, he pushes a 30 average, so he's no slouch either. And Griffin, ain't played with him in league in a while, but I can definitely tell that his grouping's getting tighter, and he's been putting a lot of work in his game.
Oh, absolutely. And it's gonna the moxie here is gonna be Griff. Does Griff have the mental strength to keep up with these guys? You always want to soar with the Eagles and not run with the turkeys. And boy, Griff, you're right in the middle of it, man. I'm expecting you to soar. Don puts in a healthy 68, gives Lance a 2-dart out, but you got the always dangerous Danny Broughton coming up. And the RA going to work, filling it up. And we're going to have another hat. Oh, just looked like he was going for a hat, high ton to give Griffin a better shot at it, but he's on the board with a ton. So Lance with 97 left, and he's going to work. Drip. So leaving him tops. So Griff here, he's got a shot, 3-dart out if he wants it, 2 darts if he wants to go real good. Give me one more, Griff. Oh, slipped it right in the trip 17. Maybe a mathematical, but he's smiling. Maybe the pressure's getting to him, but, it's never easy on stream, is it, Derek?
Yeah, not real sure what I seen there. I just walked in from checking on the TV how everything sounded. Was it he had 50 left and he hit trip 17?
That is correct, and Don for the win. With 40, cleans it up nice, and just a slip of the wrist for Griff for trip 17 instead of a bowl. So here we go into cricket, 1-0 Don and Land.
And for Danny, that's just a 7 mark. I know that sounds crazy, but that's about the level he's at right now. So, and Lance responds with a 7 mark. Absolute mentally prepared walking in as these guys.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better than that, Derek. And Griff going to work, finding the trip 20 on the last start. I liked what he did on that last one, switching it up, but up comes Don, and he's got those 19s, and playing against Don before, he's dangerous when he knows that he can hit a couple triples and get that lead. And just like I said, easy 5 mark, pushing that lead to 31. It's gonna be a chess match with this one. Who can point more? Who can get the board singing more? Derek, this is what we came here for today, baby.
Yep, averaging a 6 and a 5. That's kind of what I expected, and it's going to be about who can do it the longest, more consistently.
Absolutely, and there's Lance filling it up. Ken Beaudry, hey, glad to have you in the room. If you're interested, like and share Game Time Streaming, and get a hold of us. Send us a message. Lisa Jones, I always like seeing your name. Good to see you. The Law, good to see you. Brady Brown doing Brady Brown stuff. Congratulations, sir. Andrew Dennett, Hoosier Nation, good to see your name. Matt Meeser right behind him. Hope that Notre Dame game was good. And yes, Brady, Division 2. Send a message to Derek. He'll explain more. But back to the action here. 280, 266 with Danny filling it up and shuts it down with another 7. So here we go. Who's going to be more consistent? Who's going to bring the fire? And going nuts. Lance going right back to work. Gets another 5 mark. Derek, all I'm hearing is doodly-doo. It's going to get ugly here soon. Bryson, welcome to the chat. Bryson, you gotta get a hold of Game Time Streaming. We have got to show what you got, man. I know you're busy with the kids, going here, there, and everywhere. Get a hold of Game Time. We gotta get you on stream, brother. You have got the game for it for sure. Ken, hey, message him. We'll Game Time will listen to anybody, man. Just send a message and talk to him. See what happens.
Big hit there from Lance.
That's just Lance Trout doing Lance Trout stuff right there, Derek. Just when you think that, they're on the side of the road with no help, Lance just shows up in his boots and capes and just does Lance Trout stuff like that. Expect a lot of that today. Mike Self, Flint's native son, good to see you in the chat. Hope to see you later on at Goodrich. Don doing Don stuff, filling it up. Got 64, point advantage, Don Lance, but the always dangerous Danny coming to the line. Fill it up. Give me one more. Just can't get it in there for a 9, but Derek, that's 3-7 marks for Danny already.
Yeah, I would have liked to see Don hit 2 trip 18s before he took that look at the bottom of the board, but didn't do too much damage on him. So now he's got to fight back for this point lead.
Oh, absolutely, but you can kind of see what's going on down there. They are, I don't want to use the word disrespect, but I don't want to say overlooked either. But they are not expecting Griff to do anything with how they're playing in cricket. And I'm just excited as a kid at Christmas. I want Griff to light it up to prove, hey, man, I'm here. You're going to have to deal with me, and I'm not going away, even if Danny's my partner. And speaking of that, another 5 mark for Danny. Guy's starting to heat up. This is going to be good. Meatball, welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Jason O from the castle. Hey, man, it was good to talk to you today. Can't wait to see you guys in February with what you guys are bringing to the table. And, hey, if you guys can't get enough dart action, check out To The Point streaming on Indiana. They're showing some of Indiana's best players. Great stream, too. Catch them on YouTube or Facebook. Can't beat Jason's smooth voice, too, so check them out. Back to the action, though. Don's starting to cook. He's got a little bit of the lead, but just couldn't find, 2 singles there to get a 5. So it's 7-point lead, with Danny looming behind him. You can see the stress and anxiety starting to kick in, Derek.
Yeah, Jason, this is the Danny that we were mentioning when we were down there at the Siege. And he would make the drive, and I tell you what, he's going to impress you today. His steel tip game is coming along really well, and also hope you're doing well. I know you had it seemed like you had a really fast recovery, so hope you're doing well out there, buddy.
Attaboy, Griff. Give him that 5 mark, baby. Show him I'm here, I'm playing, you got to deal with the Griffster. Great darts, buddy. Don back at the line. Gonna go for that 18. Got a little bit of deficit, but a triple right here can cut that edge down. And there it is. Got a 3-point edge, but man, Danny Broughton's starting to get warm down there. I don't know what the 0.2% is, but he is 0.2% warmed up now, Derek, and it's gonna get hairy right here, I'm guessing.
Gonna force Lance to open up a new house here. I know he's gonna want to take that single, but he needs to open up a new house and he needs to hit it hard.
Oh, absolutely. If there's a house open, but Griff has got the 17-15 quadrant over there, and he can do the work. So as long as he stays there, they're in good shape. But he has got to hit something right here for a little bit more. At 21 points with the 16 open with Don. Don being a steel tipper, he loves the corners. So this is going to be real interesting flip of the match if Don can go nuts. And right on cue, he hits the trip. Was going for that 17. I would have loved to stay at 16s with Danny coming up, but oh man. But who knows? Darts is a fickle game, Derek. You know, DB could go cold here, but the way DB's been throwing, I'm not expecting it.
Yeah, just monstrous misses from Griffin and Don back to back. So, regaining the point lead there. You know, Lance is doing everything he can do.
Yeah, Lance makes a living on that. Just when you think the stress is getting to him or anything like that, Lance just does his John Wayne waltz up there. No smile, no grimace, no nothing. Throws his darts, grabs his darts, goes back, resets, and just comes back firing even more. But still got down in the corners here, and he's going to eliminate this lead here in a second. And I'm pretty sure he's going to go at 16s. What do you think, Derek? Should you took a shot at that 15 to force Danny to the Bulls, or just keep pointing?
Yeah, it's whatever you're feeling. You know, it's an in-the-moment decision. You know, he's had a couple misses before that. Maybe that was affecting his decision. But when you're feeling good and you're throwing good, you can take those stabs a whole lot more comfortably. I can tell you that.
So here we go. We got 51 down for Grandma's boys. Griff is hanging in there, man. 3-5 to 3-7. It's not bad. And Danny here with a chance to win. New double and single. I bet you he fills it up for a double. And there it is. Danny and Griff on the board, 1-1. We're going to do another game of cricket. Yeah, Jason, we wish you here at Game Time Streaming nothing but the best. If there's anything that we can do as a team to support you, I know you took down Big Dog Don and Derek. You know, very thankful for that. Let us know. And awesome idea with what you put in chat. Kim Wallace, we got to get you HR approved for that. Eric Brown, good to see you, my man. And Mike Doback, haven't seen your name in a bit. How you been, brother? It's good to see you.
Yeah, Jason, I'd like to see your 4 darters before I select my 4 darters. Because if you're bringing in Danny Laube and Big Jones, you know, Mac Feely and Hagenow, I need to know.
Give us like 3 divisions, like top notch, like a D1, D2 mix, and then, you know, maybe a D2, D3. You know, get like be 12 people, and, you know, spread the love. If we stream, we stream. If not, but there's more than enough dart players out there, Jason. Hey, talk to Derek. Let's see what's up. Nolan, good to see you in the chat, buddy. Hope to see you at Goodrich a little bit later. Back to the action, though. Don and Lance building the lead. Danny going to work, though, like Danny does. And fills it up with a 7 mark. You know, just... this is exactly what we thought, Derek. Right here, just blow for blow. just playing for pride. Jason Lucha, good to see you in the chat. Hey, just another Saturday afternoon in the booth. Nolan, we're just loving it. Lance doing Lance stuff. You know, Lance is tough once he starts getting cooking, Derek. I mean, he can feed off the competition. He can just do things that are just spectacular, and he's holding his own. And he was saying that he wasn't practicing. They don't practice much, which is shocking.
Don and Lance were on the grand board a lot preparing for this. I know that. And they do have great games, but when are they going to fall off if they fall off? That's the question. It's how they going to feel when the adrenaline runs out and, you know, you're in game 7 or 8 and you just got to keep these high averages up.
I know after paying attention and watching Lance and commentating on Lance, Lance is just a freak of nature. He just, I don't know if he's got like, you know, Jedi blood in him or something, but Lance just toe the line, throw the dart, go get the dart, rinse, repeat. It's phenomenal to watch, and Danny can do the same thing. So it really comes down to Don and Griff and who is going to stay on the course, be the mentally sharp, ride the waves of adrenaline, and, you know, throw their game, Derek. And right now, it's right there. This is the match. This is why this is our top-notch match. Feelings are high, emotions are high. They want to win, and just a smidgen off can get you just frustrated, like we just saw with Don.
Griff needs to make these 20s go away.
Attaboy. I don't know if that was planned, but that looked like a little slider to the right. But yeah, you can see Griff's reaction. But not bad darts, man. All right, Lance back on the men, and Lance is just throwing a 7 mark with a grin on his face, like, yeah, hey, that's nice that you threw a 5 mark, but hey, I'm just gonna throw a 7 like it's nothing. Let me show you what's up.
Lance is good at everything he does. It don't matter what it is. He's very competitive in every sport. So just one of those guys. He also can putt from like 100 feet in disc golf with just a flick of his wrist. It is the most wildest thing ever. So I know he's good at golf. He's good at pretty much everything. He's real good at basketball back in the day. So just a pure talent.
Don cutting into that lead, and yeah, I see what you said, Kim. Send a message to Game Time. See what they say about it. Griff going to work. Look at this. Give me another. Ooh, he was right there for another 5 mark, but Griff is coming alive. Keep it going, bud. Lance back at the line, doing Lance things. Trip. Give me a 9. Oh, hits the 7, but just like we were talking about, nothing phases this guy. Get to the line, throw the darts, grab the darts, rinse, repeat. And may talk to you after I throw the darts, may not, but it is what it is with Lance. But Danny back on the warpath here. Already got a trip. Just adds a single, and Derek, here we go, man. Here we go. This is looking good.
Yeah, Lance is having these big rounds and only gets the point lead by 5 points. So it's just like a cycle of death here. So now Lance is going to step up without the point lead now. So, you know, it don't matter if your big rounds are only getting you a point lead by 1 point. It's just not enough for the way Griff and Danny's shooting right now.
And Griff is complimenting Danny just where he needs it. But again, Lance Trout coming up. Toe the line, throw the dart, go get the dart. 5 mark. Lance Trout just doing Lance Trout stuff. But they're still down 56, so Danny's at the line. There's one close. There's another. And, just simple flip of the wrist 7. It happens. Isn't that nice? I mean, just, here we go, man. This is the fireworks I was talking about. What do you think, chat? Tell me what you think. Tell me what you're seeing. Let's hear it, baby.
Griff trying to clean this up.
And then turn me down, Brady. Hey, I'm not down here just, be quiet. All right, Danny at the line. Game shot. There's 1. There's 2. 2-1, Griff. You got Team Griff, man. It's getting interesting. While we're in the middle of it, we still got the giveaway going, right, Derek?
Yes, sir.
All right, Derek H21, PayPal, Venmo. $10 get in, $20 gets you double entries. Got the mic drop too. It's got grip all over the barrel if you're a front, middle, or back thrower. Can't beat the quality in those darts. Check it out at magnetodarts.com. But get in. Derek H21, Venmo, PayPal. 10 gets you in, 20 gets you double. Lance starting out with a low ton. Here we go. You think they're going to start storming a comeback, Derek?
Well, that's not what they were looking for. I think it's possible. Seemed like Don had an off game, so he's going to rebound from that. And Lance don't plan on missing ever. So if Lance can carry that skill into this game, he's going to be able to push him. I know I said that there was a mound of pressure on Griffin in my post, but you can't see it.
You can't see it one bit. That kid is fired up. He's relaxed. You can't beat it. And Lance Trout doing Lance Trout stuff. Oh, you gotta love it, man. You gotta love Lance Trout. If you don't, I see a problem in you. But good to see you, Abe and Brian, in the chat. And here we go. Danny coming back, trying to cut in that lead, but with Lance throwing a hat trick, that's going to give Don confidence here. I'm expecting low ton or a hat trick right here, Derek.
Needs to pull away. And you know what? I know he was drooling for that one. They're over 100 down with a low ton on top of that. That would have put a ton of pressure on Griffin. And a whiff here,
Yeah, they're within range right now, but Lance is just going to do Lance things. Look at that wrist. Here comes another low ton. So, I mean, Lance is doing everything possible to keep Team Grandma's boys up, but Danny can do some DB magic right here. This is going to turn the tide around. Give me one more trip. So, we got a ton right there on Danny, so it's a little bit closer, but this is where Don's going to come alive. Under 300. He knows what's going on. There's one. Oh, just out right there. But, he's going to find another one. Oh, just a little bit out. But 83 ain't bad, Derek. He's getting in there. As long as he can stay cool, calm, and collected and learn from his cousin Lance, this is going to get ugly quick.
go high ton on this one. Yeah, like I said earlier, they were throwing 5s and 6s. We do that. It's about how long you can keep that intense focus. We got quite a few games, and then all of a sudden it comes to singles, so you get a break and you can regain your focus there. But they've been pretty intensely focused now for quite a while, and the game's dropping down.
Oh, absolutely, and that. No matter, like we talked about, no matter if it's disc golf or darts, having that skill to be intensely focused and while being intensely calm is definitely a major skill to have. There's Lance cleaning up an 80. We got 2-2 scoreline now. Mr. Pearman, or call me Mike, good to see you in the chat. Mike Jarris, what's up, buddy? Hope to see you two gentlemen later at the Goodrich Luck of the Draw, which, by the way, if you guys are bored, tonight we got a Luck of the Draw down at Goodrich. 6 o'clock sign up, darts fly at 7, $10 a person. Hey, come join the fun. Can't find a better time. Got the 50-50 and trip shot going on, but we're right back in the action here with 701 with Lance doing Lance stuff. There's another hat trick, and Derek. There's no quitting these guys. Here we go, man.
Yeah, this is the last 701 until the singles, so that's going to be exciting. They do get to pick who plays who in the singles, and you have to play the opposite person in the 01 that you played in cricket. So a little bit of strategy you can play because they get to pick, and that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah, that's going to be real interesting. Is it going to be Lance and Danny or Don and Danny? But Griff will have his hands full. But Danny Broughton, man, he's got the pedal to the metal. But up comes Lance. He's going to find another one. Just like I said, man, this is Lance Trout doing Lance Trout stuff. I see your message in the chat, Mike. I'm sorry to hear that. If you guys need anything, message me personally. I'll make a stop in, get you guys whatever food or drinks or whatever you need, my friend. But hey, can't wait to see the pictures of it. Congratulations, early congratulations for you, Johnny Lytle. Good to see you, buddy. Danny just missing on a hat trick there, but filling it up in the low ton category here. It's going to come down to who can, in this game at least, fill it up the most and get going. But Lance is, there's 3 in the hole right there. Good darts, but we got to see what happens. This is where the partners come in. If we can get a bull just outside, if we would have had a bull, that's 145 up, and that's a doable out for this group. Good low ton for Don right there. Danny gonna go to work, get this down low for Griff. Another bull. Got double 16 for an out if Griff gets a chance at it, but Lance coming up, double 19 is just a flick of the wrist, and we're moving into singles. Just like I said, flick of the wrist, moving to singles. 3-2 Don and Lance. And YouTube crowd, hey, Danny's biggest fan. I thought that was me. I had that tattooed on my arm, but guess someone beat me to it. Good to see you in the YouTube chat. YouTube crowd, let me know what's going on, man. Let's see it.
All right, so they get to decide who plays who in cricket, and they got to play the opposite person in 01. So this is where everyone can get a second to go to the bathroom or whatever they want to do and regain focus, because those games were brutal. I can tell you that. High intense, getting used to the camera, getting dialed in, feeling comfortable down there. So this is going to be good, Lucas.
My man Griff coming up. Here we go, buddy. Looks like Griff and Don here. Griff's just got to relax. If he can stay relaxed in this, he's got a chance. But if Don starts cooking like he cooked against me in the Season 1 championship, you better pack the women and put the children to bed, because this will be a quick match. And that's no disrespect to Griff. It's just Don can smell that blood in the water and go.
Yeah, I think Griff is possibly shooting a little bit better than Don today. I'm not real sure, but overall Don is a better shot than Griffin, so he just needs to relax down there. Like I said, he pushes a 30 average. He is off and on with his S average on the grand board. He's maybe a 3-4, something like that in my mind, and Don just needs to chill out, and this should be a win for him. Griffin says otherwise, though.
Attaboy, Griff. Hey, yeah, it is great darts in here, Johnny. Eric, good to see you. Wes, good to see you too, man. I hope everything's good with you and the fam, Wes. And Kim Wallace, if I have to check out that policy Monday, I hope it's a good one, because something tells me that's not a fake one. But back to darts here. Griff, what up, buddy? Let's go. Let's go, Griff. Nice 6-5 mark. Griff has came to play. Flip this match on its head. Here we go. Now we're trading blows, man. Griff for a 5. Then we got Don for a 5. Now Griff is, hey, man, I'm here to play. I'm here to stay. Griff, showing up, brother. Here we go, Don. Trade another blow. There's 1. There's 2. Oh, just off for the 9. Nice 6 mark. You know, Don loves those corners, man. He's just a corner coffin shooter. And look at my boy Griff, man. No fear. No fear at all. I would have loved to see some points down there to put a little more pressure, but 120 could be enough. But Don is dangerous in those corners. So here we go. Let's see, baby. And yes, DB's biggest fan, Griff, is a bad man. We can get him calm, though. He can be even badder, but right now, Griff is just, I don't know what he's got for liquids down there, but a nice little swig and a deep breath, and Griff can run away with this. But, like I keep saying, Don is dangerous in the corners, man. Once Don figures out how to stay calm and relaxed, it's going to get bad real quick, because Don is going to turn it on. Gets a 4 mark there, get an 8-point lead. So let's see if Griff can stay relaxed. 1 more, baby. Oh. I don't know about the viewers at home, but that looked like a trip 16 to me, not a trip 7. But puts that pressure right back on Don. This is a blow for blow here, man. just like I said, Don is definitely starting to figure out, controlling everything. He's got those brows furrowed a little bit, so he's intensely focusing, and he's just returning the favor, building the lead, putting the pressure on Griff. We've got a little bit of a chess match here, and it's a good one. Griff is gonna have to start putting in the work and start minimizing mistakes like that. It almost looks like he's throwing fast, and it's a machine gun. He's got to take a breath. We've all been there, Derek. So it's going to be interesting to watch if Griff can settle down a bit.
20's got to go. Great shot by Don, making Griff open up a new number. I tell you what, Griff was controlling those 20s, and now he's not. So momentum could possibly go into Don's hands, and Griff says no.
No, sir. Give me the 5 mark for that. My burger. Welcome to the big show, baby. And Kim, no, you still got to watch some Paw Patrol. But stay tuned. We got the singles match next. Lance and Danny. But look at this. Don and Griff just having a match. Blow for blow. Single to get Griff the lead. And then a double for the point, or to close it. Sorry, my jumble. And look at that. Gets it. 16-point lead going into the Bulls. Do not count out Don Spear. This guy can be dangerous with his back against the wall, and he's proven it right there with one. Not the best placement for in the Bull, but if he can find this next one, pressure's going to be on Griff. But look at that, Derek. We got a Bulls race, 3-3.
Yeah, I like the move. I do that quite a bit. It makes Griffin have to hit a hat. So I like it. I like the switch. It was a big shot, and I think it's going to win him the game.
I don't know. Don was thinking about that. He was collecting his thoughts, taking a breath. I think Don's going to steal it right here. I've got a little bit of frustration, and hey, man, that's darts. Now let's see if Griff can just chill out, take a breath, and get the last bull, because this can be tricky on you. And he gets it on the second. Griff, look at this, peeps. 3-3. Who would have thought this? You saw the matchup. You saw the marquee. Who would have thought? I mean, come on. And here we go. Lance versus Danny. So, need more dart action? Next week, Derek, women's series. Queen seat match. Olivia Terry, 419 darts. Shea Cole, they are in the top 6. I talked to our great friend Sean Green, saying that they are in top 6 already. But O is in the queen seat. What do you think? Is 419 darts going to pull it out over Shea? Because she's no pushover.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but Katie just told me she played Grimmel, and OT just beat Grimmel. So yeah, she's in form, and she can handle Shea Cole if she brings her A game. And I tell you what, she's an Ohio State Buckeye, so I see her winning.
If she took down Grimmel, who is like the Greek goddess of ladies darts, who just is, she's a player. And if OT took her out, congrats to that. But Grimmel coming back, we're going to get a round 2 out of that. All right, back to action. We got Lance Trout doing Lance Trout. Starts with 5, goes with a 6, puts the early pressure on Mr. Broughton. Derek, this is what you envision right here when you want streaming. Lance Trout, Danny Broughton. Woo, what do you think?
I think Lance needs to make this a quick game, because Danny's going to out-average him if he stretches it out. So, needs to take stabs, needs to make this game quick, and that's exactly what he needs to do. Trying to hustle it up, because can't leave Danny hanging.
That is Lance Trout, upset and focused. That's what I saw when he played against us in our Wednesday league. Took a couple wins, and it was like, Lance just said, you know what? I'm angry. And he just can do that in bursts. I mean, look at this. You got Danny Brown. We all know Danny. He is down in average to Lance. 6 to a 4-3. And Lance is just flicking the wrist, doing what Lance does. Yeah, 3 easy darts, but that's 51 points. Danny's got to hustle.
Yeah, Danny's going to be trying to play the catch-up game, and he's good at it. So, like I said, the faster Lance can get this game over with, the more favor he has to winning it.
And true to form right there, shuts one down, trying to go back, but, man, 3 points. But Lance has got 2 houses open, pretty good ones, so we're going to see just how good Danny is in the corners, but to Danny, the board is his playground. I mean, come on. He can do whatever he wants with the flick of his wrist. There's 1. There's 2. Give me another one, Danny. Nah, don't even think about it. Fire it, baby. Come on. There we go. Give me the 9, Derek. I don't know about you out in comment land, but, man, you already had 2 in there. Don't move. Don't think about it. Just fire it, man. You already got 2 there. Muscle memory is going to tell you that we're good. Lance putting it back. So here we go. Think Danny's got another 9 in him, Derek?
He's going to go trip 15 first start, and then he'll look at that 20. And you know what? That's what you guys need to be learning right there. That's exactly how you handle that situation. And great shot by Lance, but that last one could have been at the trip 15, I think. And letting Danny hang in here is not going to be good. The second Lance gets the point lead, he needs to make that 15 go bye-bye. He's going to have to stab a little bit more than he's comfortable doing.
Oh, absolutely. And I think we're off the reservation now on strategy. These guys are just slugging at each other. Lance wants this matchup. You know Danny wants the matchup to go against Lance, who's just barely on that D2, D1 line. This is what you dream of right here when you want to commentate locally. And, ooh, he almost took it out. Nice 6 mark, but Lance has been dangerous on those 18s, man.
Yep. Big round here from Lance. This is going to make or break the match. Absolutely monstrous shot there from Lance.
Good roller downstairs. 7-point lead. Danny's on bulls. Danny's thinking about what he's going to do. You know, there's a couple ways you could do this, but right now in this aspect, just throw the spread. Danny is very good on bulls, and he goes, you know, what would I know? But now he needs something for bulls. Hopefully we can get a double, but I don't know, Derek. That's the age-old adage right there. Do you go for bulls and throw the spread, or close it like that and hope Lance doesn't hit a hat trick?
Yeah, sending him to the bullseye was the right move, and he's going to show you why. Momentum is in Lance's favor now, Lucas. I tell you what, flick of the wrist, but what about under pressure?
Yeah, we need to find the magic here, man. You know, Danny with game shot here is it's going to be interesting. Jaskowitz family, see you in the chat. Good to see you, and look at that. Danny comes back 4-6-9 to 3-7. Boy, oh boy, here we go. Now we got Lance and Griff for 0-1 and Don and Danny for 0-1. Stay tuned. You know, it's going to only get better. Keith White, my man, I got to send you a message. Got the info last night. It's good to see you in the chat. Hopefully, you guys are bored. Take a drive down to Goodrich, like I was telling you. Great LOD. Not sure you guys have seen that one. Tanya, good to see you. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Maybe I won't. Alex from the Great White North. Hey, buddy. Congrats on that Facebook update. And how's my man doing in YouTube? Danny's biggest fan, Uno Mas. That's right, baby. Give me one more and let the big dogs eat. Here we go. Don Spear, Danny Broughton, 0-1. You know Danny's going to want that back. Filling it up. Got the rabbit, but too early for the rabbit laugh, if you guys are wondering out in chat land. Don going back right to work. If we can, he's just wiring, man. Don, Don's a great player. Don't count him out yet, but Danny coming up, already got 1. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. Give him another hat trick. We're going to see the age-old adage. Is it always the 7th art, or are we going to see a perfect game? But he's got the advantage on Don. Got a new voice in the booth. Nate Cakes, my man, is up. And what's going on, buddy?
What's going on? Glad to be here.
7, 8, 9. Danny is perfect through 9 darts. Nate, we can see a perfect 0-1 game.
Yeah, he did that this past year at States, actually. Same way. Well, obviously it's the same way, but yeah, great player. Don's struggling here a little bit. Obviously I haven't seen much yet, but looking at the score, yeah, a little lopsided, but they'll get there.
Well, we were hoping for perfect, but we didn't get it. But he set himself up for a nice out. Don can go to work either on the 20s or Bulls. It's tough getting in a match like that. Your opponent is just cool, calm, collective, throwing daggers. And, he was at 279, throwing a 36 to a 15. That can play with you a little bit. But, now we got Lance and Griff coming up for another 0-1 match, and this is gonna get good. Not commentators curse, Chelsea. We all wanted it. Brandy Phelps, good to see you. Yeah, you're right, Nick Benjamin. He should pack it up, and we are gonna give him all sorts of static over that. But yeah, Nate, what's up, my man? It's good to see you back next to me.
I mean, it's good to be back next to you. John Little, what's going on, my guy? Glad to have you on here. We got 32 people watching right now. Like to see that. What do we got going? Is this singles or doubles, Lucas? All right, singles right now. Okay.
Got 13 in YouTube chat too.
Okay, all right. Not the round Griff was looking for there, but we'll see. Lance on that last cricket game he played against Danny kind of struggled there on the Bulls. He openly admitted his arm was a little jello down there, a little nervous, but he's kind of finding his way back here.
Absolutely. You haven't really missed much. Griff is complimenting Danny pretty well, but Lance and Don, they're finding magic, but Lance is just doing Lance Trout stuff, Nate, and you know as well as I know, being in that Wednesday night league, when Lance can get on a heater, watch out because he'll score in bunches.
Yeah, and I didn't really expect Griff to be too nervous today. This dude works in the ER at McLaren. He sees it all, so nothing really phases him. And when you got Danny as a partner, and they're obviously good friends, it's a relaxing sensation there.
Definitely being a hospital worker, you think you've seen it all. You need to go work inside of a hospital because you never see the same things twice. Danny's not washed, Brady. I see you. Jonathan, good to see you. Why didn't you show up Friday? What's with this rescheduling matches? I need to see that hair, baby. Justin Hightower, what's up, bud? Good to see you in the chat.
Yeah, Lucas still waiting on Tokes and Rocky to show up. I'm really looking forward to that 3 o'clock match. Two of my really good friends, and look forward to kind of picking on them a little bit. And but yeah, we got a good one here, and I think Rocky's going to do his thing. I'm going to poke on Tokes a little bit, try to get in his head a little bit.
Nate, as I sit here and look, I see you did your hair, I did my hair. What is the chances that Tokes is going to be called his nickname Patches? What is it? Crowd, I want to know. Lance for the win there. Do you think Tokes missed a spot and is going to have the Patches nickname today on stream, on camera? Nate, what do you think?
No, not this time. He has a girlfriend now. That's why he's been MIA for the last 2 years. So she won't let him go out like that. But yeah, Tokes, he'll grace us with his presence, thankfully. It's been a couple years since we've seen him, so it'll be nice to see him. Bald gang, baby, bald gang.
All right, Lance takes that one. We got 5-4 scoreline here. Back to we should be back in team cricket here. So here we go. We're gonna see what's up here. See if Don and Lance can get their mojo, or is Griff and Danny gonna run away? We're getting close to the end, but Danny's biggest fan. You gotta go in the Facebook chat, but nobody says that Danny's not washed. He just needs to find that 2%.
Buff, good to see you in the chat, baby. Big 5 mark there from Don. He's going to need 5 marks or better, I would say, every round going against Danny. And I think here, no matter what, he's got to stay all 19s. Even at the first 2 are triples, Lucas, he's got to stay all.
Oh, absolutely. Don and Lance need to compliment each other right away here, because cricket seems to be Griff's he's more comfortable throwing it, and you and I know all too well, Danny gets cooking on cricket. Watch out, it'll be ugly fast. But if Griff can stay in like a 2 to 4 mark range, and that's all Danny needs, we're going to a 6-4 scoreline.
Yeah, if Griff can be between a 2 and a 3 every time, he'll have 1 marks here and there like he just did, but he'll also give you 4s and 5s, if not 6s. So, I mean, as long as he's consistent with getting 2 or 3, that'll be enough for Danny. But, we need Don. Don and Lance really need to be at a 5 or better. That's just what I feel like.
No kidding on that. And, they've been, for the match that you haven't seen, they've been pretty good on figuring out who's behind them, who's in front of them, and getting it going. But they need to continue that, because there you go. Danny Broughton coming up, almost a 100-point lead with Lance behind him. So, but Lance Trout flicking the wrist, doing Lance Trout stuff.
All right, we got Rocky Gilbert in the feed here. Just like the Wyatt 6, we're here. All right, baby, let me talk to you. Whose game is it, Rock?
Cat, good to see you. Hopefully, hey, maybe you guys will make a drive down tonight. Bring the whole gang. Great to see all you guys at Goodrich.
Cat, we doing French, ranch, or Italian? Well, dogs are barking, Lucas. That means Rocky's here. You know, Tokes is a delivery guy now. He got bit by Chuck and Stephanie's little dog one time and made a post and cried about it on Facebook. And then I saw the dog, and it was like 2-pound dog. Poor Tokes. Poor Tokes.
Poor Tokes, that's right. But you got to watch out for the curtain chasers. In a previous chapter in my life, I was a delivery guy, and it was never the big ones. The big ones you could intimidate, but those curtain chasers, man, you turn your back, they're right after your ankles with nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Don missed the opportunity for the point lead there. Easy shutdown for Danny. Back up top for trip 20. We'll see what Lance can do here. 6 mark. He needs it right now.
Welcome back, Fun Cats. We just had Rocky and Tokes in the booth with us, so sorry about that dead air. We've been paying attention to the match, though, but, man, with what we just heard from Rocky and Tokes, what do you think, Nate? They're fired up.
Yeah, they're fired up, and Tokes' hair is all in one line, which is good. He seems like he's loose and ready to go. He thinks Rocky's going to be nervous down there. I don't think so, but we'll see. If anyone's nervous, it'll be Tokes. Danny with a big 6 mark there. Even a 9 mark here with Lance, this can be a long battle for them. We'll see what Griff does here.
Griff just needs to play the fat single games. Don't even worry about triples, and that was probably going for a single. But if Griff can just play that fat singles game, let Danny do what Danny does, this is wrapped up. Unless Lance and Don can come alive, but you know, it's getting a little nervy down there. Tensions are starting to run a little bit high, but with Don throwing that first dart triple, here we go, Nate. This could change it.
Yeah, I see a triple off the rip here. If not first dart, second dart. Oh, he went points first. I'm surprised on that. Just with the caliber player he is to shut that down with the point lead. But regardless, you know, not a bad round either way you go. Yeah, so I mean, right now, if you're Griff, take a shot at the 15. I would, and if you miss, go up for points. Yeah, got two 20s. I just, I don't like leaving that 15 open. I would have liked to see him take one shot at the 15. Didn't hurt him at all. At that point, Don just wants to stop the bleeding. He knows Danny's going to close his 15. He's just trying to make it a bullseye game at this point.
Absolutely. Danny's biggest fan. Not slander. We're just, hey man, we're speaking the truth. We're at the pulpit. That's all Nate and I do here at Game Time. We speak the truth no matter what it is. John Sageman, good to see you. Melissa, am I going to see you tonight at Goodrich too?
Griff gave him one. I mean, we need some double bulls here. This could get interesting. Don can do it. Double bull for the win. Oh my goodness. What a game, though. I mean, that's why when you go back to the couple rounds before when Don shut that 20 down, that's why he did it. You don't want to leave the chance to open up them 60 points every time. Lance and Don, man, they had a great shot at that game there. Well played.
Definitely well played, and you could hear the frustrations down below with not hitting it, but another round of cricket right here. So here we go. Antonio, good to see you in the chat. Look, Lance doing Lance things again, Nate. He's making a living off of that.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy with the 4 mark, but it could have been worse for a start. At least you got the big number closed with points. The way I'm looking at it, 6-4 right now. This is a must-win for Don and Lance. They have to win this game. Howard Hill, welcome to the stream. The GOAT, the man. Happy belated birthday. We got the GOAT watching baby GOAT, Danny.
Speaking about that, let's talk about the baby GOAT. Danny DB Cooper Broughton throws out of the Goodrich Country Club. Mentors are Derek Howard, our very own Nate Cakes, Mike Jarris, Don Spear. He likes throwing the Rich Sturbins 18 grams out of super darts, and he wants to give shout out to the boys Nick, Drew, Jake, and Cody.
Griff with a great 5 mark there, Lucas. I know you were doing your little bio speech there, but Griff with a big 5 mark there.
Trying to get through them as quick as I can. Don Spear throws out shorties. Paul Mativer, Kevin Killian for mentors. He likes throwing the Gerwin Price 20 grams, and no shout outs for Don. So we'll just say he wants to shout out to Nate and Lucas for having great commentary and pushing his game to a new level.
Howard, if you're not doing nothing later, man, come up to GCC for the LOD.
Definitely, Howard. Come on, man. We'll do an Applejack tonight. Get in the car. Let's go. A little frustration going on downstairs. We just heard the roar.
Yeah, I don't like Don going for that double there. I mean, if Danny's behind him, he's not going to do that. No disrespect to Griff, but Griff, the last round threw a 9 mark, or not a 5 mark. I wish Don would have saved them 20s on that one, Lucas.
Definitely. Danny's biggest fan. You see what Griff is doing on YouTube? That's our man Griff, but look at Lance. 7. Comes right back. We have got a match. Sit down, get comfy, and here we go.
Howard, you're still the GOAT, man. You're still the GOAT. Danny's the man, but it's still you, big dog. We got Tom and Stuff Hockey watching. Appreciate you guys. Dino only able to find one there. We'll see what Griff does. He's gone back-to-back 5 marks on those 19s. Able to find 2. Lucas, I feel like if Lance pops a trip here, he's going to stay up top. There's 1 trip. Nah, he went down. Either way, good darts. Any way you look at it. Lance is that. I mean, he, about 4 games ago, I was down there. He said he was a little nervous in that one, but he's right back into the flow.
Yeah, never count out Lance. Like I've been saying, Lance can score in a hurry. They usually come anywhere from 6 to 9 marks, but Danny Broughton answering with a 7 mark. It's like he smells the blood in the water, and let's get this over with.
Zach Brooks, what up, homie? Yeet! Jason, Heather, thank you for tuning in. Nick, his favorite number in cricket's 1. Doug, we got to focus on GCC tonight, baby. Howard at 6 p.m. sign up, 7 o'clock start. You got plenty of time, big dog.
Danny Broughton going back to work gets a simple 6. But here we go, man. Can't beat this match. Just 23-point difference with Don going to work on the 20s. If he gets that trip, hit another one or take a stab at that 17. But he probably played a little smart with Griff because he can make that Griff magic come up. There's 1 mark. There's another. Griff filling it up with 51 to keep it close. You can't beat that. No, Lucher, you're wrong. Sign up at 6. Darts fly at 7. There we go with Griff. We're getting guests here in the booth. Sorry for the delays, but you can't beat this. Just like I said in the promo on Facebook, there's Lance doing Lance stuff again. Another 6 mark filling it up, but Danny Broughton coming to line 8. Here we go.
JC, welcome to the chat. Goodrich tonight, buddy. Yeah, Huge 7 mark there from Danny. You almost just expect it, you know. Don needs a big round here. That's still a good round. He's obviously disappointed. He wants that point lead. We'll see what Griff can do. I expect at least a 4 mark from Griff here. Wired that trip 17 there. He's right there. Griff has really come a long way. I met him a couple years ago when he started playing, and great guy, friendly, competitive.
Definitely right there. He's just, he's holding his own and he's getting those frustrating wire shots and, helping out Danny right when he needs it. And yes, Danny's biggest fan. We're loving Griff. We're gonna change the narrative here. Griff is holding his own, and with Danny putting 51-point pressure on Don, this could make her or break it right here, Nate.
Yeah, Don's feeling grateful for a 3 mark from Danny. You're almost expecting a 5 mark or better every time out of Danny. So if he throws a 3 mark, that's your time. You really gotta make it count. And
right here, Griff just needs to practice the 3 fats rule. Don't worry about the pride and glory here of getting the board to go do or anything like that. Just need to build the points. 3 fats is a lot better than walking away with nothing. And with Lance coming behind you, you definitely got to start thinking that and then looking at the rounds. We're going to be starting round 18 out of 30 here. And these guys aren't slowing down, Nate.
No, not at all. This is a big round right here. I expect, Danny to do Danny things, which he is. Just wired that 9 mark. Wow. I'm curious to see if Don is at trip 20. I assume he'll stay. We'll see what he does here. I like to stay there. Either way, it's going to be okay, but he definitely wants at least a 4 there.
Definitely. This is where Griff starts getting silently dangerous. He's been right there. Comes in, hits the corners, Nate. Boom. Pressure back to Lance and Don. Can't find a better strategy right there. Lance Trout, flick of the wrist. Give me a 5. Ooh.
Yep, that one could hurt. I almost wonder if Danny hits that trip 16 if he moves up to take one shot at that 20. Gonna stick with the 16s. Nothing wrong with that. With Griff though, Griff he's come such a long way, and he's a very confident player. So it's I like to see his progress.
Here we go. Griff can do a couple things here, Nate. He can shut the house for 15, and they can have the corners, or he can go straight at the 15s. But he's pointing. He's gonna put the pressure right on those boys.
Oh yeah. Definitely all 16s. When you got Danny as a partner, at this point, even a couple years ago when Randall and I played Danny and Nick at States for the finals, the strategy was Nick points and Danny closes, and it worked. And that's probably the same strategy they're going for right now.
Lance Trout making us all remember that, hey, I'm here too. But Danny can be so dangerous. He just misses out. There's another one, and just misses out again. Here we go. Don has got the confidence back in Don and Lance's corner. This could get real interesting. He's looking at closing right now.
Yeah, he's going to look to close for sure. Especially, if he had Danny behind him, no shade to Griff, but obviously they're different caliber players. But if Danny's behind him, it's a different mindset.
Oh, absolutely. We're all thinking that, but Griff is going to hit it right here. Just wires it out for trip 15. So Lance has got a pretty open canvas here to paint a pretty picture. I'm hoping for Sistine Chapel quality painting here. Gets one more. Lance has been famous for that third mark trip. Gets a 5. We're going to the Bulls, Nate.
Yeah, that was a big round from Lance. Danny's got to stay on Bulls here, and it gives, at this point, Don can do whatever he wants, really. I anticipate he's going to take a couple looks at the Bull. We'll see what he does.
Don is going to want to end it, Nate. So, he's putting it together. He just wired out the double right there, but he got one. So with Griff coming up, he's been pretty consistent on the Bulls coming through 0-1. So we're going to see what's up. Griff coming through, 27-point difference with Lance coming up. Lance has got it in his veins, so he wants to double bowl and move on to the next game.
Yeah, the Jello arms are done. Wire, I mean, before when he had Jello arms, he was missing big. Those were not too bad. I mean, I still like Don and Lance in this game.
There we go for the game. Come on, baby. Come on. 7-4. We're in game match.
Wow.
Toast is down there telling them what's up. Welcome to Game Time Streaming. I'm Lucas. That's Nate. You're not us. We're not you. Tune in. We're at game match here. And then the big game is coming. Rough Riders versus Downriver Boys. Nate, if you're not excited, go home because here we go.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited. We got the Rough Riders. Rocky Gilbert, he's actually standing right here. He's ready to go. Tokes, he's probably down there celebrating like he always does.
So now we're into the interesting part of the match. 501 team freeze rule. Lance started out, got the rabbit in the hat. Griff with a 79. Nate, here we go. This is going to make or break the whole freaking thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be the guy to say it, but that last game, that probably was the make or break. That was a tough loss. 7-4 to beat Danny and Griff 4 in a row is going to be extremely tough. Sometimes you have those darts where it's just, or not darts, but a loss that's deflating, and I feel that's kind of on the horizon.
True. This is true. Lance doing Lance Trout things, going for a perfect 9, but we have freeze rule active for the next couple games here.
Yeah.
This could get hairy quick.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Lance and Don winning a couple more games here, but going down 7-4, that was a tough loss. But great darts by Danny, double, triple, double.
Absolutely. So here we go. Nate, I'll say it. No shade at all. It's going to come down to Don and Griff. Who's got it more? Does Griff want it, but stays relaxed and stays calm, just throws Griff darts? Or does Don want to keep going and build back from 7-4, which isn't unheard of, but it's tough when you got Danny Broughton doing that stuff.
Yeah, it's certainly not unheard of. I expect Lance here at least to throw a low ton. We got Griff. Oh, he went. I mean, not a bad dart. If he hits Boulder, he leaves himself 94, which you don't really want to leave, and 126 is more than capable for Lance. We'll see what Griff does here. Bull. Yeah, I mean, great 117 from Griff. There's no nerves. You can tell there's no nerves with him. He's just throwing, you know.
Absolutely. It's all coming to play right now for DB Cooper's team. And here we go with Don. He's going to go to work. He's going to put another one in. He just wires the other one. Nice little low ton from Don. So here we go. Right back to Danny. And Danny can cook up a lot of magic, but with the Fat Bull, he should be pouring 3 in. Not a problem. Just like we called it. 1, 2, 3, ring it up. Got the rabbit. Still too early for the rabbit sound, so sorry guys in the chat.
Triple 20. Big. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you guys know what we were trying to say, but big darts. Lance Trout, I see you, baby. That is the Lance Trout right there, Nate. Just when you think it's out of range, it's out of bounds, Lance does Lance stuff. You get to look into his eyes. He gives you the pucker, and here we go, baby.
Pucker up, big dog. All right, good find there from Griff. Couple single twos there. We'll see what Lance can do here. You want to put a little pressure on Danny, so hit that lowy. There you go. Big round, big round. Yeah, you know, I mean, 7-5. Couple darts away from 6-6. I'm pulling for Don and Lance. I want to see a choice. I want to see that last. I want to see it 7-7.
Definitely. I'm right there with you. We've gone this far. We want to see it. I see everybody in the chat. Hey, Katie Howard, we can't say thank you enough for allowing us to come into your house. You're a great host, great person with GTS. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But back to action. Got Don filling it up. Here we go. Pride for pride, Nate.
Yeah, great round. I want to say, Glenn Biggs, what's up, baby? Oh, heck yeah. We got Rhonda watching, James, Katie, again, yep. To piggyback Lucas, thank you and Derek for all the hospitality. And, yeah, Doug, I caught it kinda. Lance filling it up with another low ton. Got some good averages going down here.
I see you, Danny's biggest fan, and one of these times I'll get the bro ton right. But hey, just go with it, man. So, got Donnie here, just wiring out. Gonna probably find. Ooh. Hey, that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
That hurts. Got big Griff coming. Here we go. Griff's gonna fill it. Good low ton there for Danny. It's starting to get choppy waters for Don and Lance here, but Don's got some magic left in him. There's one. Give me another one, Don. Ring it up for me. Ring it up. 1, 2, 3. Hat trick, Don Spear. Welcome back to the match. What do you think, Nate?
Yeah, huge round. But Griff coming back with a bull. Good fallout. I don't think, no, they're not going to be able to Danny's going to get a look at this. Lance has to get it low, and hopefully, for their sake, Danny doesn't take it out, and we'll see what happens. I would not be surprised if this game is over right now. Chucky.
Sets himself up good. Here we go.
There it is, folks. Danny, 38.54. Great games, great games. We got Tokes. He's in here right now yawning. I guess this is going to be a quick one.
This is amateur hour over here, man. I'm trying
Amateur hour. Tokes, get ready for this one, folks.
Yeah, wait till I see the
you're about to be playing.
Welcome back, sports fans from around the world. I'm Derek Howard with Game Time Streaming alongside Lucas Verway. Lucas, what we got today?
Oh, Derek, have we got a doozy for round 2. We got Rough Riders, Rocky and Tokes, and Mike and Jay. If you thought match 1 was fireworks, get ready to see it. We're doing the diddle. Got a good one up, but I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not sure. So commentary's cursed. So it looks like Rough Riders are going first there.
It is a race to 8. The format's on top of the screen. And losers start and open bowl, open out. So this is the Division II matchup here on Game Time Streaming. And these guys are very warmed up, very familiar with the bullseye. And I cannot wait for the singles and the freeze. And I believe it's going to go all the way down to the choice game, Lucas.
I don't know. I'm thinking Rocky and Tokes are going to be taking this. They're going to get business done, and we're going down to Goodrich. It's going to be wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. 8-6.
It's going to come down to the last game, and whoever wins the diddle is going to win it all. So we'll see. I know that Jay and Mike play together a lot in the PPD and all that stuff, and they do well, so the vibes are going to be feeling good with them. I'm not sure how many times Rocky and Tokes have been partners, but yeah, they're great shots too. And Mike going for the high ton right off the bat.
Here we go. High ton. Got back in the booth, Nate Cakes. Nate, your boys, man. Rough Riders. X is going to bring it to you.
That was good. Welcome, everybody. Oh.
Usually the second match, we have a little bit more fun. It's almost becoming a game now on how can I make Nate speechless. For all the fans out there that want to know about the rabbit laugh, we could see that. We could be singing the doot doot doodly doo song, but you never know with the second match in the matinee. But we got Tokes dancing. Your guy is relaxed, Nate.
If you call that relaxed, I don't know. One bullseye ain't gonna cut it, Tokes. Wasting all the energy dancing.
The one you want to watch, though, is my man Jay right here. I played him in regionals, and Jay is a tough cat to play. He's already feeling relaxed. This is going to be everything and more on what we signed up for, Nate. I can't wait to see how this one goes.
Yeah, Rocky there with a 37. Not going to be thrilled with that. We'll see if Mike goes back to that high ton if he has a chance. I was surprised he did that, but hey, when you're good, you're good, right? All right, this is Tokes has a great chance. We'll see if he celebrates or dances after this one, or just puts his head down. Yep. Oh boy, Lucas.
Somebody better be telling Tokes Cornelius isn't here, and this ain't no Soul Train. He better be picking it up and get it moving, because Jay and Mike didn't make the trip up for nothing. They want to win, and Jay's being focused. He took off from his little baby that was just born. Jay wants to get back now with the W.
Nancy Gilbert, welcome to the stream. Nancy Gilbert, for everyone, is Rocky's mother. She's the sweetest lady ever. We got to get some bingo going.
Brian Henry, good to see you in the chat. Amy France, good to see you. James, good to see you. Anwar, good to see you. And we got another low ton for Mike. Man, this is getting right down to it, Nate. They're getting busy.
Yeah, smart dart there going for the trip 19. You don't want to leave triple 9 for your partner. We'll see what Jay can do here. Well, he's still got an out. You got to take a shot at it. All right, pressure's on Rocky. One thing Rocky does not ever feel, though, is pressure, Lucas. This guy is a stone cold killer, man.
Pull for the win. Mike and Jay take it right now. Just like I said, they ain't here to play. They're here for the win, and they want to move on. So here we go, going into cricket. Let's see what these boys can do now with cricket. Hey, don't forget, we got the giveaway going. Derek H21 at Venmo or PayPal. 10 gets you in, 20 gets you double. And hey, if you want to do 50, hey, we may give you a whole bunch of entries. But remember, Derek H21, PayPal or Venmo. Mike drop twos. Doesn't matter where you grip it, front, back, or middle, or just all over. They fly nice, so get that money in. Here we go, Nate. Cricket. What do you think? Your boys going to come alive, or are they going to be dancing like it's Soul Train?
Rocky will come alive. We'll see about Tokes. He does too much dancing. All right, hey, it's a good close. Not what he wanted. Lisa Jones, welcome to the stream. We'll see what Mike does here. 7 mark. Puts a lot of pressure on Tokes. We'll see if he's up for the challenge.
James, we're playing out of Holly, Michigan, just on the borders of Holly and Grand Lake, Michigan. Just got a nice little setup here, just getting streaming, showing some of the best of Michigan's talent, and is what it is.
Boys, I think we're
All right, man.
Huge close there by Mike. Tokes, he's going to need at least a 6 mark here. He's got to get focused. And one thing I've noticed right now, he's throwing a little bit slower. He's normally a little faster than that, so I'm not sure what's going on with that. I expect a big round here out of Rocky Lucas. He needs to settle in. Just didn't find it that round. He'll settle in eventually.
You know how it goes down there, Nate. If you haven't been on the stream or under the lights, or haven't been practicing with anything set up in your house that makes it look like a stream, it takes a few games to get settled in down there and figure out, the musical playlist, what's going on, and just get comfortable. It's just a matter of time before Rock gets all comfortable and Tokes figures out his rhythm, which we all know once Tokes gets in that rhythm, it can be lights out very quickly.
Yeah, this is kind of a make or break round here, Lucas. Rocky, he needs to really do something here. Going for the 15s, which I like. Only a 4, but he doesn't really want to go for the 16s. They already got 2 marks on it. Caleb, what's up, brother?
One thing I know from playing Jay, Nate, is that you gotta stay on top of him. He's a very consistent, hard-nosed player, and when he gives you a window, you have to take advantage of it quick. And Tokes and Rock, I'm sure throughout the rhythm of the game, are gonna figure it out. But with Jay's personality like that, and then seeing what Mike is doing right now, this could get hairy quickly, but. Hey man, Rock and Tokes are your boys. They're two of Flint's best. They'll figure it out soon, but Jay and Mike are starting to hammer down, and this could get very interesting very quick. But here we go with Rock starting off.
Yeah, they'll settle in. You just don't want to settle in too late. Down 2-0. It's not a must-win right now, but this is an important game for Rocky and Tokes. Tokes needs a big mark here.
He's downriver boys, if I got my terms right, man. They're just playing consistent. I mean, getting 5 through 7 marks. Tokes is on the board with 19, but now Jay's got an open pie to play with, and can take out another pie, and this could be interesting.
Yeah, I think if Rocky pops a trip 19er, he's going to shut that 20. First dart, not even it's not a bad dart at all. You still got an open number. You're only down 22 points. Take the big number away.
Absolutely. Okay, thank you, Brian Henry. They are East Siders, not downriver. James, just reach out to Game Time Streaming. Don't worry, Derek's a Buckeye fan, so when you're a Buckeye fan, there's only 3 things: whoever plays Michigan, whoever plays Notre Dame, and Derek's size. But reach out to him, see what you come up with. Just talk to him. We're open to anybody. But back here, got a good score line going. But it could change in a hurry once they start heating up. But you never know.
Rocky, they need a momentum shift right here. They need at least 6-7. Get some momentum going. Just wire in the first one there. Man, they're right there, Lucas. They got to get some momentum going though. I hear the Rough Riders music playing down there.
Yeah, maybe that'll help. Just like you said, they just gotta get relaxed. They're right there. I mean, even with the 5 mark, doesn't do any damage because Toast is he loves 17s, so he can respond right back. So I think they're starting to get comfortable. They got that DMX going, and this could be a real game changer. But like I said, Jay is just solid. He's consistent. He has good strategy. It's going to be a good test for Rock and Tokes, and I'm not showing favoritism, just painting you guys a picture.
Yeah, I don't know Jay that well. That last dart, though, I would have liked to see him stay up top on that one. But we'll see how it shakes out here. Yeah, still, I don't like that last dart close there. You pop a trip 18. Trip 18 is worth more than trip 17. Tokes, he needs to stay down, which he did. I like that.
Oh, absolutely. They're they're still playing the super aggressive game, and eventually it's gonna catch up to them. But we've all been there before. They just, like we keep saying, they just gotta find the groove, find the rhythm. Just realize that, hey, we're just throwing darts. The only difference is we're on YouTube and Facebook with about 40 viewers, but they're settling. Everything's coming together a little bit more. So here we go.
Yeah, I like Rock opening a number there. That's kind of his motto. Always want a number to score on. So I like that decision there. All right, here, the Tokes right now, baby. Time to show up. Come on.
And they got that DMX just a blaring in the basement right now. So if Tokes can't get fired up for that, I don't know. And that's one for the Tokes signature.
No.
Like I said, no. Nate's going to clarify.
No, that's not the Toke signature. The Toke signature is 16-15. He did it backwards. We'll give it to him, kind of. I know they want two numbers, but I kind of, is the 16 worth it, or you could have went up top for that 18. We'll see what Rock can do here. Yeah, see, he went 15 the round before, and he had a decent round. I would have liked to see him just start on 15. You could tell by those darts it wasn't a full commit. He went 16, missed, went right back to 15. So just you got a full commit to what you want to do here. We'll see what happens with Tokes, though. He needs to stay points here no matter what.
Absolutely, on everything you said, and Tokes needs to play, get it caught up in a hurry, and get them to 1 point lead. But absolutely, with the Rock comments, you got to stay where you're at. He was finding a pretty good honey hole in the 15. He should have stayed, but like we've said in the past, a lot easier to sit up here and watch instead of being down there with adrenaline throwing. But we could have a opening here for Rock coming, so I think he can hit the 16s. Nate, what do you think?
Oh yeah, he can for sure hit him. See if he moves. He did. He's playing aggressive. They're down 2-0. Me personally, I would like to see him stay in the 16. If you pop another one, then you could potentially move. Because I think Mike's been at a lot of triples, so he missed. Again, you're down 2-0. I would like to see Tokes take a shot at that 16 first. You're only up 13 points.
You're a little low.
Okay.
Yeah, that's. See right there. You really need the 16s the whole round there. This could really come back to hurt them.
Absolutely. Charlie Berry here. I'll see you in the chat, man. Good to see you. And these guys are getting the openings. They need to start taking care of them right now, Nate. Down 2-0. They need to flip the script right here. Get some points. Go close that 18. That he would have had a good shot. Taking the double 18 out could have been the fire they needed. But, points right now with Mike coming up. Mike has just been consistent. And, it's making it tough.
That might be the dagger of this game. Let's see if Tokes can double bowl. 2 double bowls. Huge darts by Tokes.
All right, Mike coming up back to the line. Probably going to clean this up for go up 3-0. He's just been throwing consistent. I mean, he's got 5, 7, 8, probably got a 6 in there that I missed. These guys came ready to play. But Tokes is up. Just went double bowl last round, Nate. I'm seeing some Tokes magic here.
You got to go for the win here. Oh, just missed. Yeah, and that was a smart dart the last round by Mike because it gave him the 51 versus 50. That 1 point lead. So now we'll see what happens here. We need an 18. 2 of them actually. I still like. I like their chances. I really do. Rock is more than capable of hitting a couple bulls here and then hitting that single 18. You got to point it, baby.
Right. Absolutely. And, you can start feeling the frustration. We're hearing some roars, everything coming from the basement. Hey, man, I told you guys in the little update on Facebook, get comfy, start calling DoorDash. Here we go. And, thought that was it, but we got Tokes coming up for more magic here. He's been making this bowl his home. Let's see if we can get at least one more round of Tokes magic. And nope, put the women and children to bed. Jay and Mike are going to go up 3-0, I think. There it is, Nate. 3-0. Game of millimeters, that's for sure. So we're Game Time streaming. I'm Lucas Furway. That's Nate Benjamin, and we're in the 3 p.m. matinee match. Got Jay and Mike, Eastsiders out of Detroit, versus the Rough Riders, Tokes and Rock. Jay and Mike have just been in control so far these 3 first matches. Mike is just consistent, and whatever he needs complimentary out of Jay is delivering it. But once the Rough Riders start getting comfortable, hey, anything can happen. And tell you the truth, Nate, I was down 3-0 and we came right back and won 4 in a row. So anything is possible down in that basement. So tune in, get comfy, and let's go. Big darts there for Mike throwing a hat trick. We got all sorts of stuff going on in the booth up here, but hey, that's Game Time streaming, baby. And hey, this match is just bringing it all on. So let's see what we got, man. Lance, yeah, nap time, buddy. You hell of a match, man. Don't hang your head. Here we go. We got Rock throwing a ton. It's a close game. And you're absolutely right, Doug. Rock and Tokes are, it's just the pressure of the lights. Tell you what, everybody out there in Facebook, YouTube land, throwing on stream is no joke. You got the lights, you got the pressure, you got all the voices in your head like, oh man, who's watching me? What are they going to say? Then you got all your dart fam that, you got some good ones and you got some sarcastic ones. You never know what's going to be said later. It's not easy, but once you figure out that algorithm on how to control it all and stay calm, cool, and collected, things can change in a hurry. But if you can't, it can be a long day on stream, and it'll be nothing that you won't forget in a day, in a week, in a month. It's tough, and I'm sure, Nate, you know a little bit of what I'm talking about.
Or it could be a short day on stream.
Very quickly. And, you know, we've seen some great matches on Game Time streaming, and we've seen some straight whitewashes. And then, to borrow your term, we've seen some dog walking. And that's gotta do just horrible things for your confidence. Jay for the win. Here we go, 4-0. Nate, is this looking like a dog walk?
I mean, it certainly is looking like a dog walk right now. The next game it's a must win. They have to win this game. You can't go down 0-5.
And speaking about, you know, getting, you know, quick stream and everything like that, hey, Goodrich tonight. I know you guys out there aren't doing anything. I know it. I can feel it. Nate can feel it. Shoot, even Danny in the background that's being quiet can feel it. You ain't got nothing. You need to come to Goodrich. We got a look at the draw going. Sign up at 6. We're flying at 7. Get your behind to Goodrich. Come hang out with us. Do the trip shot. Do the 50-50. We're giving 50-50 money away to, you know, a good cause. Get out there. Come throw with us. Shit. Even Nate and I'll shake your hand.
Well, I won't shake your hand, but I'll hug you. And Goodrich also, they do that free appetizer ticket. It's rigged, though. It's rigged. But if you pay them enough money, you might win it. How many of those beers do you have?
Nice thought there in the chat there, Lance. You never know, but I'll tell you something, Lance. Whatever you've been doing since you've switched from Outside World to Ford, dude, you've been a monster. You were a monster season 1 champ. You were a monster in the Wednesday Night League as a sub, and you were just a monster today. So whatever you're doing, keep drinking that Kool-Aid, man. Mike is just being Mike. You know, I'm getting ready to start singing, you know, I want to be like Mike, I think. What do you think, Nate?
I mean, I'd rather be like Mike than James. LeBron James, that is. This is getting ugly, Lucas. It's getting ugly. Rocky needs a Hattie here. He needs a Hattie.
They're just... They could be having one of those days, Nate, that everything is wired and it starts playing with you after, you know, you get 1 or 2 wires, it's one thing, but then you start getting 7, 8, 9, 12, 13 wire shots. That can really, really mess with your psyche. And, I mean, you just saw Mike, you know, get a little like, hey, what the heck? You know, that was a wire, but, you know, throwing 81 and you're down to 146 compared to Tokes at 3. He was up there. Now he'll be 291. That's 2 different, you know, theories here, but Nate, your boys need to really blare DMX and resurrect that guy from the dead.
Yeah, we got Mike Self, Mike Jazz here. Yeah, I mean, a couple good mics to be like. Dolback, you're all right sometimes. Love you.
The governor of Goodrich, my partner himself, Mike Jaskowitz. What's up, buddy? Can't wait to see you later. Mike Self, Goodrich's native son that's down in South Carolina. Hey, we're all trying to get down to that bull shooter in South Carolina. Come see him, Mike. Hope you're at Goodrich tonight, man. Dobeck, like Nate said, hey, you're one of a kind.
Hey, Jazz, I'm going to need at least a 5-second hug later. Possibly a kiss on the cheek.
Mike and Jay for the win. 5-0. Going into singles now. As you guys know, with Game Time streaming, 2 will play the first match, and then it'll be the opposite 2 in the second match, and then we will go 1 and 3 for 0-1 and 2 and 4 for the other 0-1 match. as in you cannot play who you played in cricket in '01. Going to be pretty interesting with these matchups. Jay and Mike have been pretty consistent all day. I'm pretty sure this is where Rock and Tokes can shine, just being by themselves. But they need to find some magic. They got a big number against that other number, and they need help.
Jas, is that a 7-second hug or 7 kisses on the cheek?
That is an interesting question. We would like that answer, Jax, because tournament time's coming, and I need to know if we get in the right mood and I'm have enough liquid in me. Can I do the tournament kiss on your cheek?
Huge round there from Rocky. Oh, we got Danny's watching. Baby goat, baby goat.
Don't tease us like that, Jask. Don't tease us. We may be off screen, but it's tough to hold our emotions back and some of our feelings. So, back to the action. Rocky making a move here. He's got three homes shut compared to Jay up there in 18. We could have a box method going on here, Nate, if Jay doesn't get the poop in the group right away.
Yeah, it's a good form mark. I'm looking for Rocky to take a shot at the 18. He might go 16 though. I know. Yeah, he went for 15. I wish he'd be a little more consistent at what he wants to do. I know Rocky likes to open up a lot of numbers when he's playing guys, so he was going for that 15. But you got to commit to one thing you want to do. Huge 9 mark from Jay. We'll see what Rocky can do here.
Absolutely. Getting a 9 mark thrown against you, that's going to mess with your psyche a little bit, but I think Rocky's got it in him to make a response, and there it is. Throws a 5 in response. It's like, I see your 9. I'll give you a 5. So, what you got now, Jay? Let's see what you got.
Yeah, Rocky, nothing really rattles him. He's ice in his veins all the time. You can't rattle him.
So, Nate, there's been some new evidence and information since the last time you and I were in the booth. Brown versus Brown, who's better, Papa or Brady? And I got the best line that you can't argue, and I can say it right in front of our booth mate. Brady told me I beat Danny. Until someone else beats Danny, not even my dad is better than me. I got Danny on stream. Season 1 D1 champ. What you got for that for Papa Brown?
I mean, I'm still riding with Eric. I'm going with Eric. He's the big dog. I know Brady spanked him on main stage streaming 8-0, but I think Eric was just being gentle. That's his son. And hey, congratulations to Brady for getting engaged. And but yeah, no, I'm still riding with Eric. Yeah. And I'm riding with Danny too. Danny, baby goat, baby.
Yeah, there's no question on baby goat. And Danny was the only one that beat Brady that day. However, Brady does have a point. Until Papa Brown beats Danny, I don't know, man. I think my guy's got a shot in the throne for a little bit. And yeah, we got to give congratulations since it's Facebook official. Congrats to Brady and Shelby on the recent engagement. You know, couldn't be happier for you. So, Dart fam, I don't know how big the budget is, but if you're not making that wedding, that's going to be a problem because that's going to be a good time to see, you know, Brady go up, do the steps, recite his lines. Be a good time. Nate, you going to try to make it if you get the invite?
Oh, I mean, I'm for sure getting an invite. That's not even a question. I said I'll be the bartender. I'll mix up them drinks. We got Scotty Seams. Scotty, welcome to the chat. Brady, we see you in here. Yeah, Papa Brown, yeah, he can't do that sober stuff. And he can't shave that beard either. When he shaved that beard, I didn't like that.
Yeah, none of us really like that. We were getting used to the ZZ Top beard and him stroking it when he wanted to get a good round. And there's Rocky coming right back with 2 bulls. We could be on the board, baby.
Yeah, they're going to be on the board. I mean, just being honest, they're up 131 points. Yeah, they're on the board. Hopefully, Tokes is relaxed and composed, and get his singles win.
So, Game Time Streaming, Nate and I in the box. This is Lucas. Hey, like, share, heart it, get on. We got 5-1. Rocky wins this singles match. We got Tokes and Mike coming up next. And yeah, Brady, Nate's got to play with you more. You know, he doesn't understand that the moose logic. But, you know, you did have a good point on what you told me that one time. So, got a little guest in the booth right now. Danny Baby Goat Broughton, or DB Cooper as I call him. And if you're all wondering why DB Cooper, because to be calm, cool, and collected, to steal $200,000 and hop from a plane and not have a sweat off your brow, that's how Danny plays darts. Cool, calm, collected. He's precise. Danny, what's up, buddy? Tell me about your match.
What's happening? Yeah, I didn't know. I heard you call me that one time. I didn't understand what the logic was behind it, but I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. No, I've been hanging around. We, had a match before this. Figured I'd hang around, watch the second guys come down. A little wild to see Tokes and Rocky struggling a little bit because they were pretty loud when they showed up. They were pretty confident off the rip, but not really backing it up. So better see a little something.
Yeah, no, Ken, you gotta love that, and I gotta give a shout out to Mike Jaskowitz for teaching me that life lesson from Flint Goodrich area, that you don't let your emotions or your voice dictate who you are at the board. You let your darts do all the talking for you, and once you do that and you're comfortable and consistent, then you let your lips get to running. But we got Tokes doing some damage. He's got another house open.
Well, Jay and Mike, they showed up early today. They got in here. They were here before me. They were warming up. They were ready for this. I don't know if Tokes and Rocky were ready for this kind of smoke today. But they won. They got their first one on the board. We'll see if they can start stacking these wins. I mean, it's a long format for a reason, right?
Oh, absolutely, and you're absolutely right. Mike was here even before I came down. So, I mean, just throwing a smoke show here. That's back-to-back 6 marks. These guys have came ready to play, and I don't know if Tokes and Rocks are just using this as a warm-up for Goodrich, but, I hate to say it, but you better start putting those women and children to bed, because Jay and Mike, they've came down to play.
I mean, darts is all about momentum, right? All you need is to get that one game. It looks like this one's getting out of hand pretty early here, but the beauty of this format is they get to go first the next game. So you get out to a nice start, you start stacking the points, you start taking their marks, you work your way down, you get a little methodical, and you start stacking the wins. And Tokes and Rock, I mean, they've been around a long time. This isn't their first rodeo. So here we go. Game's over. How are they going to start, right? Start big, stay up, point them, You know, everyone complains about pointing, but you know, one thing I learned from Brady, he likes to point, that guy. So you stay up on your points. They start doing crazy things. You can start stacking these wins, and you climb right back into it. Make this shock the world, baby. Let's go.
You're absolutely right, and that was one that, you know, we're talking about aggressive and playing methodical and all that. That was one of the first things Brady and Eric told me throwing on stream is, what are you doing playing that aggressive? This isn't the time to play aggressive. You have got to pile on the points and do it in a hurry. Make your opponent catch you. Get a triple up. Get 2 triples up. So you're absolutely right. So now we're back in 5-on-1 singles. Should be Tokes or Rock and Jay starting off, I would think, or Rock and Mike, I think. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but it's Rock to start. But you're absolutely right, Danny. Just get the momentum, take a deep breath, and just relax. Being on stream's no different than being at the Keg, Goodrich, JJ's, Lone Pine, Waterford Bowling Alley. Anywhere you throw, it's no different. It's just the problem is you get in your head that everybody's watching. And speaking about this, you know, points and staying relaxed, Brady's in the chat. He's agreeing, hey, man, that got me the win. You want Dart Strategy 101 with 2 probably the greatest guys that you can come across? Go back to Season 1 D1 Championship match where Brady and Danny are going back and forth, and then right about at the halfway point of the second match, everything is off the table. It was just 2 Greek gods slamming each other on playing for pride, punch for punch. I saw it in person. My son was there with me. He even still talks about it, that it was just a slugfest between the 2 Greek gods. You got to see it for yourself. You'll make your own comparison. But I tell you what, that's what we're talking about. You point, you point, you point. Danny can tell you more about it. And let's see what he's got to say, because this match is almost done with Rock.
Yeah, there was a tournament I played in it. It was fun. I lost. That's all I'm going to say about it. But back to the match here. This is exactly what I was talking about. Rocky, get out ahead. Get that ball. Take this 14. Oh, see, I would have gone the other way. But, you know, take this win. It looks like he's probably going to get this game. Stack this win. You know, he's got to go back there, hype up Tokes. Tokes get his singles win. And then you just start rolling. You get that momentum flipped onto your side. And you start stacking wins one at a time. You can't get all 5 back at once, so one at a time here.
Exactly. There we go. Now we got another one, 6-2. And exactly like Danny said, hey, some of you loyal viewers are Game Time. Hey, I was on here with Alex. We played Trevor and Cash. Nate was in the booth. We went down 3-0. We came back. We won 4-0, as Nate's telling me. We were down 4-0, came back, tied it at 4. Then we took a couple more. Then they came a couple more. Then I got told by Trevor that he got a little upset at me and he needed to find the right recipe, and that's what got them over to win 8-6. But, you know, if you're new to darts or you want to get into darts, listen to what Danny was saying. Hey, you got to build it up. One game at a time, one dart at a time. You can't get it all back at once, but you can definitely awfully build it up and get your confidence up. But here we go, right back at it. Jay going to do what Jay does, building up, and we might have a match here if Tokes can keep this going. What do you think, Danny?
Yeah, the beauty of this is Tokes started hot, right? Hit that low ton. Now he can really start putting the pressure on. Double. Fill it up. Fills it up. So the pressure that is now on the other team here is so now he's thinking he's got to match that, right? So in his head, he's thinking, I got to hit a low ton here just to survive. So the pressure starts stacking a little bit. You start missing your darts low. That's what I was doing earlier today. Missing darts low, missing darts high. Next thing you know, you're down 200 points, and, you know, and then you find yourself going for triple 20s, which is probably not the move. But, you know, this is how you start switching momentum here. It's almost a masterclass. It's almost like I drew this up in a lab somewhere. But here we go.
You gonna start saying this is Simon Semenek, the Golden Circle, how, what, and why?
This ain't rocket science, baby. This is darts.
And Jay coming back, East Side Love. Look at that. We got the rabbit in the hat.
Yeah, I don't need to ever hear that again. But what an answer. I mean, that's we're talking about how Tokes can get back into this, and he just answers right back anyway. But you can flip that back. He's going first, so he's going to get, Tokes putting that pressure on there. That was actually a huge shot there. If he leaves that up in the 120s, he takes this down to 169. I mean, that's the beauty going first, right? You usually get the best look at the first out. So I'd probably go bull here. Just get me down there.
Definitely agree with you. Hit the bull, put the pressure back on. Tokes still has pressure. I mean, 96 is pretty much an easy 2-dart out, but Tokes has got it for the win. Ooh, double 15. There we go. We're back on the board. Dr. Danny's at work here,
yeah,
man.
Next thing you know, it's 6-3. But, with this format, now we were talking about Tokes and Rocky getting back into it. These guys, now they get to go first. What are we playing? What are we on now here? Sorry, I'm just sitting down in the booth.
Cricket.
So cricket, go up there, throw a nice little 5 mark, settle the nerves, make them answer you on a lower number. Then you can start, you have the bigger number, you can start piling on points. I was trying to tell that to Griff tonight. Griff looked a little excited. He likes to go, he likes those hero shots, but it's like when you're playing someone like Lance and Don, you got to pull that Brady Brown, baby. You got to go point sometimes, and that's not always the sexy route, but that's how you get wins.
Brady, Dr. Danny ain't going to help you with your game, buddy. Your game is just fine. But, Danny, you're spot on. And, even I'm learning that. And you learn new things. Like you said, it's not rocket science. You just learn the more intricacies and the little things about darts. And it's like you said, hey, we don't need hero shots. Who's behind you? We need points. Start doing the math in your head or we're going to get behind. And there was a few times, Danny, you did come through with a big round, and there was times that Griff came through. But majority from seeing what I was seeing, the strategy was, hey, Griff, I need you to compliment me the best you can, and then I'll do this. And it worked. I mean, you got the W today, and you shot fantastic darts.
Yeah, when you play someone like Lance, who's just piling it in, right? Like, everybody wants to take that home run hit, because that's where you feel like you're making the most impact. When you're only hitting 4, like let's say you go 3 singles on your number you're pointing, you're still making them have to throw. Especially if you have the bigger number, they have to hit 3 just to answer what you did. So you have to make them hit a triple, and it kind of drags it out a little bit. It's like,
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, and here's exactly what we're talking about. We got the classic 20s versus 19s battle. They had a pretty substantial lead, but Jay's doing what Jay does best. So if Tokes is smart, we're gonna go down to 19s and build. But Tokes, there we go. He's swinging for the fences at Yankee Stadium, which wasn't good, but hey, still 209 to 80, and that's the beauty of commentating and being down there. We're up here and they're down there. But Mike has just been consistent all day, Danny. All day. And look at that. Puts him right back within 29.
Yeah, I see you there, Chelsea, in the comments. Not a ton. I'm on my 3rd set of darts total. I've actually recently I've been diving into the steel tip world a little bit, so I'm actually throwing a different setup for steel tip than I am for soft tip, and I've been messing around with the flights and the shafts and stuff, but really not a ton. But it is. I see Will in here. I don't know how we can kick people, but we'll get that taken care of. Lance, I'm not going to listen to anything you're going to have to say, so we'll just keep it moving.
For the people keeping score at home, Danny, who won that game, that first match today? Could you rehearse that for me? Who won?
Yeah, no, Griffin got one done earlier today. It was a good match down there. It was fun.
You heard it first on Game Time Streaming. That was Griffin and Danny winning over Lance and Don. put up a great fight, but Griffin was just too much. Wouldn't you agree, Danny? Absolutely right, Lance. Got to build confidence somehow. So, got a bar burner here. We got Rough Riders up, hitting 16, but Mike has got 17s. Hey, we got Danny. I'm telling you, if Rough Riders pull this off and get that 4th win, momentum's going to be in their side, and we're going to be looking at a 6-6 score line quicker than we can say probably Timbuktu.
Yeah, I mean, this is your classic back and forth, right? Like, someone's got to hit something or someone's got to miss, right? So, Rock needs, great first start here. If he fills it up, maybe take a look. Stays there, takes the point. Oh, he missed it. I thought that was in there. But, right, so what you do is you put pressure on these guys now, right? So they have the bigger number, but you've applied that pressure, so it has to be done. And it's harder to do when you need to do it.
And we're kind of seeing that right now. Jay's getting a wire on that 3. It was right there, but, got a 12-point lead. This is where it starts getting fun because you got to start slowing down your form and not rushing it and not getting excited. See, as you can see, Tokes wanted that, but you just got to keep it in check. And if anybody that can say, hey, this is exactly how it goes, Danny, you can tell us on. You can start seeing the frustration and stress starting to go on Mike and Jay that they know they're almost to the finish line, and they know Rock and Tokes are starting to make a statement. And should have stayed, but took a poke. Let's see what Jay can do here, Danny.
This is where I love the game right here. Like, everybody loves going on the 20s, 19s, 18s, but when you get down to these corners here, and you absolutely need every single dart that you throw to hit something, you really find out, it's the double and the triple. That's an absolutely huge shot by my man Tokes here. So that's where the big shots are made. Now they're forced to go to the 15s, and now they got the lower number. They got to make up a lot of points here, so we need another big answer here. And, this is where it gets exciting for me. And he does. He answers with a 5 by huge shot.
Definitely, and it's a game of corners right here. We've been seeing this all day, and Lance, I can relay that, but hey, it's getting interesting. And Rock almost for the win. He's showing up. You can hear Nate in the background. It is what it is here. So Jay can do some damage here, but he's going to need a lot of damage. And double bull starting. It's a good shot. And he fill it up for a 3rd. Yep. So Tokes 1 bull, and we're going to a 6-4 line. (6-4) going back into the cricket. Ryan Pierce, good to see you in the chat, buddy. It's always a good time. So here we go. Yep, start stacking those wins, get the momentum. Nate, back in the box.
I'm back. Well, apparently I was in the background.
Hey, man, we
getting
get
excited.
excited here, baby. We get excited.
Lancey, I was excited, man. Ryan Pierce, good to see you. What a game. What a game. I like this. 6-4 now. I mean, it was 6-1 at one point. Maybe 5-0 at one. I really like to see the resilience here. I never doubt Rocky. When he's under pressure, he's one of the best I know. You can't rattle this guy.
Yeah, and he's proven it right here, and you can start to see the momentum change a little bit. Now we got momentum with Tokes and Rock. Tokes is starting to find his rhythm a little bit. She's got to remember he's got the 19 open for points like he just did, because you got Mike coming behind you, who has been as steady Eddie as they come. But this could turn into a 6-5 scoreline here very, very quickly. but don't count out the East Siders just yet, Nate. They still got some magic.
Yeah, no, not counting them out. I wish Tokes would have stayed on the 19s instead of trying to open another number. Rocky's in a groove right now, so let him do his thing and just point up when you get the opportunity. You don't need hero darts. Right now you're making a great comeback, so just stay focused and in tune to the moment. We'll see what Jay does here. He closes it. Yep. All right. So I mean, at this point, if I'm Tokes, it's okay to take a look at the 18. But if you miss, you got to drop down. Don't expend. There you go. Great darts. Great darts. Tokes is settling in. It took a while, but Rocky and Tokes they're playing better. They really are. I had lots of jokes to relay for Tokes earlier, but it was looking so bleak. I didn't want to bring him out, but now I might bring him out.
Absolutely. That's all we've been talking about here. You got to get used to bright lights, got to get used to YouTube and Facebook club. And, like Danny was saying too, you got to play confident. You got to build the wins, build a momentum, and here we go.
All right, I expect a big round here. He's going to shut that 16 first, as I expected. There you go. Solid round. It's 3 singles, but, I've often said sometimes a single is worth more than a triple, and that's all it meant right there. At this point, even if with the triple, it doesn't matter. Yep. Not sure what he's thinking about. Yep. So right now, I mean, the ball is still in Rocky and Tokes' court. I mean, yep. Stay there. Don't get cute. That's all right. So right now, I mean, we need Mike here to. I'm not rooting against anybody, but I want to see a 6-5 match. I don't want to see 7-4. So we'll see what happens here. All right, so
That was a mess up. You need to lay in the
Rocky shines in these moments. I'm looking for a big round here. If he hits a trip 19 or 17, he's going to go for that 15.
Oh, absolutely. And, you couldn't have got better match right here. Flint Boys coming back, Rough Riders, but that hurts. Just, hey, single 19 here, Rock. Just relax. But a trip never hurts either. See if Jay can go back to work on the 15s. Jay coming back. Here we go. Tokes is in a good rhythm. He's got the confidence back. Let's see what he does. Going for that trip 19. Stay, buddy. And got 4 of them, so 76 points. Mike's coming up. What do you think, Nate? He's been consistent all day. Think he's still got some Mike magic here?
Yeah, I can see a triple 15. Tokes, though, great round there. It was needed. This is a battle. This is honestly probably the first battle that we've had. We're on game 11, and it's been lopsided every game up until now. So, Rock, he needs a triple here, just a single. It's not out of reach, but we'll see what Jay can do. But yeah, this is again our first battle, and we're in game 11.
Absolutely on that. It has been lopsided. It has been a battle, but Tokes is up. Tokes can just take a deep breath, let his form do it. They could take the lead right here. There's one trip. Thinking about it. And he's going to go over, but go back to those points. Atta boy, what a 7 mark. Almost up by 100. Nate.
Man, I love it. I love it. I love it for Tokes. I love it for the stream. Again, like I said, I really want that 6-5. I don't want to see a 7-4. Nothing against Mike or Jay. Big dart there, but at this point, Rocky needs to go fat. Don't even go double. Just go fat, and then go right to the points.
And there's 1. And there's 2. Double just for, cutesy sake. So now we got open 19 house, open 17 house on Bulls. Jay's got 1. Just misses on the second. And almost closes the 19. Dokes is all excited. He wants that hero hat trick to make this 6-5. Little too excited there, but got that 19 in there to give a 507, 444 scoreline. Mike has been consistent all day on Bulls, so I'm thinking he's going to fill it up here. And he's just getting wire shots, so it's commentary curse, but closes the 19. So we got 17 open and 3 Bulls, but it's still a pretty deep Bull game. Nate, Rocky should be taking this over.
Yeah, he's going points. He knows how important this win is. I mean, they have to win this game. Now, if Jay and Mike didn't have an X on that 17, he's probably going to go Bull. But at this point, he's going to go points with the X there. And they do have a Bull. So, but now they're up enough. And he knew, Rocky knows, no matter what, he's going to shut that 17. Oh, yeah. So now, Tokes is locked in right now. I'm liking his darts. I expect another Bull here. Regardless, this is going to be 6-5. It's going to be 6-5.
Here we go, baby. Got a little hat trick there. Not going to do the rabbit ladder because it's getting a little too serious, but Rock is going to end this. Either 2 Bulls or a double, or falls into the double. We're going 6-5, just like that. Bam.
Rocky's on it. It's the Rocky Gilbert factor. This guy's a dog, man. I've known him for many years. It's just Rocky, man. That's what he does. He's ice in his veins, man.
So we're going into 501 freeze rule. This could get interesting. 6-5. 5 minutes ago. Who would have pictured this? They were down big. They've reeled off almost 5 straight wins. And they're breaking through. Here we go. Tune in. Get that DoorDash. We ain't done yet.
Yeah, man, I'm so happy for Rocky and Tokes there. Tokes has really stepped up. Rocky was playing pretty consistent earlier. Tokes was kind of struggling, but I'm real proud of Tokes. He settled in, and Tokes, when he's settled, he likes to get a little excited, which I always try to calm him down, but he's calming himself down, and I like where his game's at right now. Great low ton there by Rocky. Good follow. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. Another low tone by Rock there. Man, they're really in a groove, Lucas. I like it. We still got Danny in here. He's given some pointers as well, which we appreciate. And we're hovering 32 here on the Facebook stream. I'm not sure we have on YouTube, but appreciate you guys tuning in. And Doug, with that was cute. I like that. That's a signature Tokes phrase. That was cute.
Rocking 17 hard on YouTube, Nate. Almost to 50 viewers, but man, this is turning into a barn burner right here.
There you go. Another low weight by Rock. Couple holes out in that single one. But again, low ton. I mean, if you're throwing over 100, hell, if you're throwing over 80, I mean, it's...
Tokes is going to need to go to work here. We're starting to get close, but it doesn't matter now. We're huge. So, Mike at 125, getting down to those critical darts. Could be 7.5, could be 6.6. Never know, but Mike has got it definitely in the tank. Take this out. I'm not sure about that math. Trip 15 for the win. Lucky Felts, good to see you too. What up, buddy? Rock, Trip 15. Oh, we're talking like hairs away. So we got a pretty good chance. Jay's gonna have to get a low to get a even remotely close to freeze roll, and as you can tell, he's a little frustrated there, and it's gonna be even more frustrated with that. Hits a bull though for a 68. All Tokes has to do is get just all good. There we go. We're all good now. So, we're doing freeze rule. We've just did the math. Mike's got to play smart here. Team Flint's got it by 128 to 129. So, going 15, going 20, 19 for 1. Blew it. So, we got Rock here. You know, got a few options to get 39. Easiest option, though, would be Trip 13. Just get it out of the way. Get this 8-6. Rock for the win, 6-6, going into second game of 501 freeze. We're good.
Huge. We're 6-6, man. This is. I'm excited. Honestly, Rocky and Tokes are my really good friends, and when it was 6-1, 5, I mean it was hard for me. So I'm happy for them, and they're in it. They're locked in. This is great.
They were in NDA. guys ready for this match? 6'6", throwing tons, throwing the darts that they know how to throw. You know, I've said it all day, but you better start getting comfortable, and you better start, get going. And thank you, Jessica, for getting Brady Gilbert in here. And absolutely, John, race to 2, just playing for pride. Look at that, Jay filling it up for a hat trick. Hey, race to 2. Who's got it more? It looks like the East Siders right now are filling it out a little bit more. But come on, Tokes and Rock, you got this. Just relax. You put in all the work to get to 6. Just relax and throw your darts before everything gets out of hand here. But Mike and Jay aren't just going to lay down either. So here we go. Eastsiders got a pretty good lead on Flint Boys, but we got a pretty hot chat talking about dart strategy here in the booth with Danny, still giving us some really good color commentary. He ain't bugging Danny, but Eastsiders, Nate, they're giving it to your boys here. We're gonna probably look at a 7-7 score match and go to game of death.
Yeah, hey, I just we got Jessica Gilbert on the feed right now. Rocky's oldest, Brady, said congratulations from him to his dad. Jessica, welcome.
Jay for the win, going up 7-6, huge win, going back into cricket. Nice ton there from Jay. It is 7-6, Danny, and we are going into cricket before game of death. Hey, Rock and Tokes, man, they're fired up. This could go 7-7. Chris Summers, what's going on, buddy? See you in the chat. What's going on in YouTube land? Hit me up in the chat. Here we go. We got a good match going on our hands. No one is giving an inch. 20s versus 19s battle. The camel's back's gonna break here soon, but not soon enough. With everybody throwing about a 3. That 2-5 was a 3. Just missed a little bit, but here we go. Pride for pride, fighting for the game of death game. What do you think, Nate? It's your boys, man. They're on the line.
Yeah, this is a big throw. This is. It's. I mean, he. Yep. It's. Tokes needs to lock in here and needs to not leave that 20. Come on, Tokes, you got this, baby. All right, got one. A lot of game. You know, it's a closeout game for Mike and Jay, so that also holds a little pressure at times as well. So there's pressure really on both sides. I mean, right now, I know Rocky. He's if he hits a trip 20, he's probably going to take a look at that 19. Yep. I know Rocky like the back of my hand. Like I know exactly what he's doing before he does it.
Definitely big darts from Rocky there, going back to get another trip 20 for 120 points. Definitely puts the stress right back on Mike, but Mike has been so consistent all day. But this is going to put something back in Tokes' hands right here, Nate. Is he poking the 19 or going up top?
No, one shot up top. See, Danny's saying fat, which is the right dart, and don't worry about the double there. We're all guilty of it at times. But at that point, you're up 75? What is it? 70? I can't do it. I went to Kersley, so
65.
65.
No, 75. Sorry.
Yeah, but go fat. So I like Rock here to go fat. Go double.
Even better. Picking your number. I'll move. 18.
Great darts, Rock. Great darts.
It's getting heated, Nate.
Yeah,
Here we
I
go.
I like it.
Getting into those domination moves, you know, hitting. He can answer. Going 17.
Yeah, see, and I mean, this is great. This is great. This is what we want. I mean, Mike there feeling no pressure. I mean, essentially, if he doesn't have a good round there, they could be almost dead to the water. And Tokes staying solid. This is good darts. I'm really, really, really hoping for this choice game. Wow, what a from being 6-1 or 5-0 6-1 for this to potentially go to a 7-7 tie for a choice game. This is awesome. There you go, Rock. Solid close. So right now, it's kind of fitting right now because if Mike does have a bad round here, even if he has that trip 16, Tokes can go for his signature, and Tokes' signature is trip 16, trip 15, and I will not be surprised if he hits it. Oh, he's going points. He's playing smart. You can't fault him for that. I would have liked the 16 first. If you miss, then go back to points. Only because they have the X on there. But you know, a lot of games still to be played. No damage done yet, Lucas. No damage done at all. So right now, if I'm Rocky, again, fat. He'll probably go for the double. I would go fat here. Double. He's gonna go for the kill. Yep. Stay on the 15. Oh yeah. Here we go, baby.
Here we go.
Stay tuned, Danny. What do you think of this?
Hell yeah, baby.
Hell yeah, baby. This is awesome. We're definitely going to we're going to game 15.
Decider.
Yeah, the decider game.
Definitely going decider.
Yeah, I like Tokes here for at least 2, if not the Hattie. Come on, one more, baby. There you go, Tokes. Excuse me, Tokes.
Decider,
Here
Nate.
we go. Let's go, Lucas. Tokes, great job, Rocky Tokes. This is awesome. From 5-0 to 6-1 to 7-7. Man, this is game time streaming. This is what we wanted, Lucas. I'm excited right now. This is awesome.
No kidding. Decider. Gotta diddle. Figure out what we're doing. Choice match. Chat. Tell me what you think. Who should throw the diddle? What game should be played? And who's going first? Come on, chat. Light it up here. Let's hear it, baby. What do you think, Nate?
Honestly, I know it normally matters with the diddle and who goes first, but right now there's so much pressure on both sides because Mike and Jay were up so big, and Tokes and Rocky fought their way back. That puts a little pressure back. At this point, I don't care who goes first or what game. I don't really see it mattering right now. It's going to come down to who's hitting marks. This is great though. I love it. Super happy for Tokes and Rocky for making this comeback. This is exciting.
All right, looks like the East Siders won, so they're going first. Flint boys took the choice of game for cricket.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. This is the time right now. That's what I said. It doesn't matter who goes first. This game is who's going to hit the big marks, and Rocky has a chance right now. I mean, he needs to stay.
There.
Yeah, stay there. Another one. One more.
Give me a 9.
Right there. Great darts, Rock.
If you can't feel the excitement with both microphones on, hearing the voice, hearing Danny.
Great follow by Jay.
Look at that. Bam. Another
Great
5.
follow.
Welcome to Game Time Streaming. That's Nate. I'm Lucas. Danny in the background. Derek doing Derek things. Who would have guessed this?
Man,
Here we go.
Yeah, this is. I'm a gambling man, and anyone out there knows that I'm a gambling man. I would have bet a lot that this would not be coming down to the decider game. Yeah, he's got to shut that 20. He didn't. I like Rocky to stay on 20s here. 100%. If he gets a trip, I could see him taking a look down, but this is for everything. So, he's. Well, one thing I know about Rocky, he's like me. He's a gambler. So he stayed. Yep. I don't like it either.
I'm not
but
doing
hey,
that move. Not at all, Nate.
But
you went for points.
I will say though, knowing Rocky, that's his style, and sometimes you got to stay to your style. A lot of game to be played, but yeah, definitely. Come on, Tokes. Big round. Look at this. The Rough Riders. Dude,
X gonna give it to you.
Oh my. What a game. I mean, I've been watching Game Time stream for a while. This might be one of the most...
Look at that. 7. I was going to pull it out for special. That's a Macho Man round right there, brother. Oh, yeah.
Great 5 mark by Tokes. These averages, I mean, I'm kind of speechless right now. I'm just overwhelmed with excitement. This is great.
2 gladiators just slugging, and there's Mike. He's going to prove that he's the bigger gladiator. Just misses the 5 in the trip.
Mike went for the kill. He went for the kill. He knows if he hits that, they're
dead in the water.
Not pretty close. Yes. Rocky really needs a triple here. Got it.
Here we go.
Big darts.
Pressure back all on
Man,
Jay. What do you think, Nate?
Dude, I don't even. At this point, I'm just so excited. This is awesome. Left. Wow.
Roar from the
Wow.
basement. 6 mark. East Siders showing that we made the drive. We don't care that you're Flint. We don't care that X wants to give it to you. They're here to play. Tokes is not out of it, though. He can get this. Well, now we got a game here. They keep throwing the spread and hit those bulls. This could get interesting really quick. No one is off their game, just a little adrenaline flowing, but something tells me we're getting roars from the basement here on frustration. But Nate, something tells me.
Yeah, Mike's gonna shut it down right now. He's gonna go bull. He might not. Yeah. Hey, what a great what a great match. Piggyback with Danny just said in the background. That was a lot of fun. Obviously Tokes and Rock lost, but in my eyes they didn't lose. I mean, they were dead to the water, Lucas, and they fought all the way back. And I'm extremely proud of them for keeping their head in the game. And this was really awesome.
Absolutely.
Great darts for Game Time Streaming.
Oh, great darts for Game Time Streaming.
Dude,
That was awesome. Hey, we're Game Time Streaming. That was Nate. I'm Lucas. We hope to see you again. Jay and Mike, congrats. Tokes and Rocky, don't hold your head down, man. Awesome. But hope to see you all real soon at Goodrich and later on, buddy.
Wow, sports fans. I was down there, and it was definitely a weird feeling, Lucas.
Dude, I got goosebumps.
So, way to pull through. I think Jay Sidelinker's shot there on that.
The 7 mark.
Yeah, the trip 19-15 was really the nail there. So, appreciate all the shooters coming here to Game Time Streaming, and Lucas and Nate and Danny for being so awesome on the mic, and my wife, obviously. So thanks for tuning in. We have some matches coming up. We'll make a flyer for it. And till the next one.